to my friend's house. It's her birthday and I'm helping her set up for the birthday party tonight, so I'm excited. It gave me great joy to make these charcuterie boards. I've never made them for such a big group before, and these are also the biggest boards I've worked on, but it was so much fun. It was good for me to connect with friends and people who I am not normally seeing now that my work has changed. Also, my friend's cake was amazing. I did a food prep with pasta sauce and grilled chicken sausage on the air fryer, which was really yummy. Springtime, and I am just enjoying the warm weather and this new routine of mine. So I've been trying hard to cook healthy and to use fresh ingredients, to go on a walk or exercise regularly. And this lemonade is super easy to make. You do 1 cup of sugar over 1 cup of water to make a simple syrup. You let that cool. Then you squeeze a cup of lemons, pour that in, add 5 cups of water, and just let that chill. I shared my chia pudding recipe with you, but it's chia seeds, milk, maple syrup, vanilla syrup, and then you just kind of let that sit in the fridge. Super easy. As I shared in a previous video, I am fully immersed in orchestra world, strings world, musician world, classical music. It's been so much fun. So I'm showing you some music for my quartet that's coming up in August. And then on the stand, I have my orchestra music. And what I love about it is there's just so many genres. There's video game music and band music and country music. And that's just something that I really enjoy, that I can put some effort and challenge myself. I mean, there's some tricky pieces here. There's some interesting rhythms, accidentals, super fast phrases, just a wide variety of music. But I love that. And that's something I realized, that I love to challenge myself every day. And not like so much to where I'm overwhelmed, but just to where I feel like I can learn this skill and then I can translate into beauty. And just like with this piece here from 1932, it's music about the sunset. It's music about the painted desert, about a cloudburst. And it's very challenging. It's high notes and interesting like glissandos and sol G's and key signatures. I mean, it's just kind of challenging, but when you put it together, it's just beautiful. And that's something that I've been noticing about myself, cultivating beauty. I've been noticing that past Connie is very consistent with present Connie, which will really help future Connie. And how I can explain that is, when I was in graduate school in 2013, I had my last semester, I had my capstone, I was about to enter the workforce and be out of education. And I really didn't want to stay in this social media job that I was working. It was this agency life, very stressful, very chaotic, and the morale was just kind of really down. And I knew I had the whole rest of my life to work. So I ended up continuing with graduate school my last semester, but I ended up also enrolling in this community college with all these soccer moms, and I took two courses of photography. because I always had loved photography since I was a teenager in high school. I mean, maybe everybody enjoys it, but I just was really drawn to it. And I took courses on it. I had a DSLR, went on photo shoots. And then I kind of was still excited. So when I moved to Los Angeles, I interned at a photography studio very briefly. But then I kind of lost focus, and then they just kind of lay dormant, like kind of in my life, until 4 years ago during COVID. During COVID, I remembered that this was something that I loved to do and I was interested in, and I invested in this camera. I took my camera with me whenever I traveled, whenever I went on photo shoots at weddings, and when I went to Asbury. And then here at this current place where I am going to travel next week, and I will bring my camera with me. And I just love that, even though photography hasn't been a consistent everyday, like violin, for example, part of my life, it's enough in me that when it comes out again, it's consistent. And so I think even like with the picture that I showed you, I bought that a year or two ago because I really liked it. I like the clear glass design. I like the cork on top. I thought it'd be really great for iced teas and lemonades and cold drinks, and just something nice to have. And I remembered it today when I was looking at my fridge and I saw the lemons that I needed to use. So even when I go back into my closet from when I was in high school, or if I even look at souvenirs that I bought a long time ago, like 10 years ago, there's a consistency with who I am, that even though my tastes are evolving, and I used to love big city life, but now I kind of enjoy slow living, there's parts of me that have remained the same, and I can build on I can just build upon it. Like, it wasn't completely gone, like, but it's like I have this foundation and I can just build the next step on it. So yeah, that's something I've been thinking about a lot, especially being in the music world and just reestablishing myself with the classical world and with musicians. It's just so interesting to me. And today I was working with chisels for the first time, and I was kind of hollowing out the foot of the bridge, and I did cut myself slightly on my thumb. The chisel is way sharper than I thought it would be, way sharper than it looks. And I think I just really enjoy this pace of life that I'm in, where there's just enough stability to where I'm not feeling overwhelmed, but there's enough interest in new things that will keep me engaged. And I finished the book about the surprising genius of Jesus. I would say it's an interesting read. It's not, oh my goodness, the best book you must read, but it just kind of helped me look at some of the parables of Jesus in a different light, or just kind of see some patterns. And then this book has been interesting. Nothing crazy new, but it's pretty organized and helpful and just practical in terms of what it's talking about. You can learn about how you can stay calm, be more likable, neutralize toxic people, increase happiness, confidence, and just use your emotional intelligence with relationships and people. So I'm on page 400, and I just have one last chapter. So I would say it's an okay read. If you've been kind of following up on psychology, it's probably nothing groundbreaking. And then this book I'm halfway through. I'm on chapter 16, and it's okay so far. It's kind of more devotional, and again, maybe not something that's like completely impactful, but again, I just love having just a few books to be reading from every couple weeks. And again, that's something that I did when I was very young, in elementary, middle school mostly, high school as well, and college, but I just had more time when I was younger, and I would consume books. I go to the library every week or two and have this entire tote bag of books and just go through them. I love just immersing myself in the literary world. And I think even when I was showing you the music earlier in the video, it's kind of like, yeah, it's a bunch of words, but when they're put together, it forms a story in this world. And with music, it's like, yeah, it's a bunch of notes on a page, but when you play them and you play them with 50 other people, it's beautiful. And I think that is something I've really have enjoyed, which is just cultivating beauty and just kind of using these tools. Like I made a cucumber salad today. I made the lemonade. I made chia pudding. And it was kind of like, when the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And when you know the potential for something, then you get excited about obviously the finished product. Like I'm excited when my bell peppers started sprouting, but right now I also planted new lemon seeds, and I might not see fruit from that, but I can enjoy excitement twice, because I can anticipate what will happen with these raw ingredients or these raw tools or these raw skills, however you would view it. And then whenever they all come together, I can enjoy it together. And I think that's kind of the beauty of cooking. Like, you know, these ingredients are going to make something really wonderful. Or even when I'm doing instrument setup, it's like, oh my goodness, like the pegs are done, the sound post is beautiful. Let's get the bridge in the right shape, and then it's going to create, like, all these raw ingredients are going to create this beautiful sound. And that is the aim and the value of just cultivating beauty.